Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed tense formation, differences of meaning in tenses, and confused statements, how they can be interpreted. Now, we know the order of words in a sentence. Usually, it is subject plus verb plus object. And objects are of two types, direct object and indirect object. You give me a pen. In that sentence, pen is the direct object, me is the indirect object. Give what? A pen. To whom? To me. So, indirect object is me. Pen is the direct object. In this case, indirect object comes first and direct object last. In such a structure, to is not used with indirect object. Give me a pen. Yes, right. But there is another way of writing the same idea. You give a pen to me. That means after verb, direct object plus indirect object. In this second case, to is added with the indirect object to me. So, once again, you give me a pen, and another way, you give a pen to me. So, this difference should also be understood when we arrange the words in a sentence. Now, to this order of words, some words like articles, prepositions, adverbs, and adjectives are added. For example, he paints, only subject and verb. He paints with a brush on the wall. He paints with a brush. Preposition, article, on the wall. Again, articles. So, sentence gets elongated, lengthy. Then, 3. He bought a car. He bought a car. Subject, he bought, verb, a car. That is object. Then the words connected to subject together is called or known as noun phrase. In modern grammar, some books prefer this term, noun phrase, and verb phrase and noun phrase. So instead of subject, verb, and object order of words, they say noun phrase plus verb phrase plus noun phrase. With these noun phrases, some words are added to show its number, quality, quantity, things made of, and place made of, like that, to say something about the subject or noun or an event. Then that is known as adjective. Adjective says something about the noun or an event. Okay. At the same time, adverb tells us the manner, the place, the time, and the purpose of the action of the verb. Verb it. Okay. So let's go with an example. Helen bought a sari. Helen bought a saree. Bought is the verb. Who bought? Helen. Subject or noun phrase. Head word. Then a saree, again noun phrase. A is article. Then saree is the noun. A shows the number. Okay. Or an adjective, we can say. Adjective use of shows number. Then comes oh, see, there is a small boy singing beautifully. There, beautifully tells us how the boy sings. The boy sings beautifully. The manner of the recitation or singing is an added idea about his action of singing. Then my close friend Helen. I'm going to another example. My close friend Helen. Who is Helen? Friend. Who's her friend? My friend. So my friend, how is she? Is close, very close. So my close friend Helen bought a beautiful saree. In that, my close friend Helen is the noun phrase. Bought is the verb. A beautiful saree is again noun phrase. Saree is the head word in the object group, and Helen is the head word in the subject group. Okay. So NP plus VP plus NP order is maintained here. So we have to study the order of adjectives. There are different types of adjectival words and how and where they are placed. We need not use all the adjectives together in a sentence. Need not be. But if 2 or 3 or 4 comes in a sentence, what would be the order or what will be the order that we have to use, that we have to study. For example, Raju bought a saree for his wife. My friend Raju bought 3 sarees for his wife. My friend Raju brought saree for his wife, the purpose. So the direct object saree and purpose is there. Then next, my friend Raju brought 3 sarees for his wife. Number also. Okay, not a saree but 3 sarees. Number. Then my friend Raju brought 3 Kanchipuram sarees. It is made in Kanchipuram. So 3 Kanchipuram sarees. Number, place, then noun, saree. My friend Raju brought 3 Kanchipuram silk sarees for his wife. So number, then 3. Kanchipuram, place of production, and the thing made of, that is silk, and the noun saree. So my friend Raju brought 3 Kanchipuram silk saree. For whom? For his wife. That is purpose. Okay. Then, so the adjective tells us the quality, quantity, number, like that, and things made of, and so on. But we need not say all these things in a sentence. Okay. So the order is here. Number 3. Then you can use the color green. 3 green number, color, place of making, kanchivaram, things made of silk, sarees. So like that, number, color, place of production, and things made of. This is the order kept in an adjective. Usually we use some of these with a noun. Okay. Then comes the adverb. Adverb tells us of the action, how it is done, or it was done, or it will be done. Where it is done, it was done, or it will be done. Manner, place. Then when, time of the action, and purpose, why the action was done, like that. For example, Mrs. Sanjita came. Subject and verb. Mrs. Sanjita came by car. Manner, by car. How did she come? She came by car. That is a manner. To the question, how? Then comes Mrs. Sanjita came by car. Where? To my office. Where did she come? By car. She came to my office. Then when did she come? Mrs. Sajida came by car to my office yesterday. Yesterday. Then time. And the next question will be, why? Why did she come? Mrs. Sajida came by car to my office yesterday seeking admission to be a course for her daughter. So the sentence gets lengthy by the simple use of adverbs. Mrs. Sajida came by car to my office yesterday seeking admission to be a course for her daughter. അങ്ങനെ സെൻറ്റൻസ് ദൈർഘ്യമുള്ളതായിട്ട് മാറുകയാണ്. വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലാകുന്നില്ല. പലരുടെയും പ്രോബ്ലമാണ്, സെൻറ്റൻസ് വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലാകുന്നില്ല. പരിഹാരം എന്താണ്? സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബുമാണല്ലോ മിനിമം. ഇപ്പോൾ വെർബിനോട് ചോദിക്കുക, ഡൂവർ ആരാണ്? ഹു ഈസ് ദ ഡൂവർ? സബ്ജക്റ്റ് കിട്ടും. ആ സബ്ജക്റ്റിനോട് കൂടി മുമ്പ് പറഞ്ഞ മാതിരി മൈ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, മൈ ക്ലോസ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് എന്നൊക്കെ പേരിനോട് കൂടി, അതൊക്കെ അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവാണ്. ഹെഡ് വേർഡ് സബ്ജക്റ്റ്, അതുപോലെ ഓബ്ജക്റ്റും ഹെഡ് വേർഡ് ആണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഓബ്ജക്റ്റ്. രണ്ട് കൂടി അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം അറിയുമെങ്കിൽ ഹെഡ് വേർഡിൻ്റെ നൗൺ ഫ്രേസിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം കിട്ടും. നൗൺ ഫ്രേസിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം കിട്ടിയാൽ വെർബിനോട് ഉത്തരം ആൻസർ കൊടുക്കാൻ കഴിയും. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ആൻസർ ഈസ് ദി ഐഡിയ ദാറ്റ് വി ഹാവ് ടു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ കെയിം ചോദിച്ചു, ഹു കെയിം? മിസ്സസ് സാജിദ. ഉടനെ ചോദിക്കുകയാണ്, ഹൗ? എങ്ങനെ വന്നു? ബൈ കാർ. അടുത്ത ചോദ്യം, എവിടെയാണ് വന്നത്? ടു മൈ ഓഫീസ്. എന്ന് വന്നു? എപ്പോൾ വന്നു? യെസ്റ്റർഡേ. ഓ, എന്തിനാണ് വന്നത്? സീക്കിംഗ് അഡ്മിഷൻ ടു ബി എ കോഴ്സ് ഫോർ ഹർ ഡോട്ടർ. റീസൺ. So the answer to the question why did she come? അത് മാറും. പക്ഷേ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ആണെങ്കിലും ഈ എല്ലാ മാനർ, പ്ലേസ് ആൻഡ് ടൈം ആൻഡ് പേർപ്പസ് ഒരു സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ പറയണമെന്നില്ല. We did not tell all these adverbs together. If some of these adverbs are used, the order must be this: first manner, second place, third time, and fourthly the purpose of the action must be written, must be spoken. ഒരു പോയിൻ്റ് ഓർമ്മിക്കാനുള്ളത്, ടൈം ഫാക്ടർ. yesterday in the morning അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള ടൈം ഇൻഡിക്കേറ്റർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അഡ്വർബ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. അത് നമുക്ക് സെൻറ്റൻസിന് ആദ്യം തന്നെ എഴുതാം. യെസ്റ്റർഡേ, ഇൻ ദ മോർണിംഗ്, ദിസ് മോർണിംഗ്, ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. പക്ഷെ അങ്ങനെ എഴുതുമ്പോൾ, പറയുമ്പോൾ പ്രത്യേകം ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ടത്, അത് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അഡ്വർബ് ടൈം കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു കോമ ഇടണം. എഴുതുമ്പോൾ, പറയുമ്പോഴോ ഒരു പോസ്. എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഷീ കെയിം യെസ്റ്റർഡേ. ഷീ കെയിം യെസ്റ്റർഡേ. We can speak it in connected speech. But if we say yesterday first, we have to speak it on like this. Yesterday she came. Yesterday she came, like that. When we speak, we give a pause after the time. In the morning I saw him. In the morning I saw him, like that. There is not a full stop but a comma. It is a pause. In writing, a comma. In spoken English, it is a pause given after the time adverb when we use it in the first place of the sentence. Then comes subject and verb. Okay. Then all the adverbs and adjectives are answers to certain questions, WH questions. Okay. Then who is Helen? My friend, my close friend. That is an explanation to, introduction to Helen. What is she? A good teacher. Helen is a good teacher. An award winner. An award winner. Helen. An award winner. Helen. My close friends. Like that. Anything added to a noun is an adjective. Maybe telling us something about the person, the personality about the person. Maybe talking about the personality of the person, or our judgment about the person, or a noun, or a place, or an event. That's a good drama. When I say it's a good drama, my evaluation, my judgment about the drama is this: good. Like that. We use adjectives before noun plus adjective. But usually adverb plus complement. Then verb plus adverb. We use usually adverbs after the verb. But single word adverbs like beautiful, nicely, fairly, like that. Single words of monosyllabic or bisyllabic or trisyllabic words we use both after the verb and before the verb. Example, she beautifully sings. Beautifully plus sings. She sings beautifully. Sings plus beautifully. Like that. We use single word adverbs after the verb or before the verb. Okay. Now remember, time factor may be given in the beginning of the sentence with a comma in written form and with a pause in a spoken form. If we use it later after the verb, there is no need of a pause or a comma. Okay, that is the thing. Now, like this, by the use of adjectives and adverbs, prepositions and articles which are all essential to convey our meaning that we have to convey to the listener. Then we have to study these words, word meanings, pronunciations. Of course, there will be dialectical variations. Still, when we speak, it must be intelligible, understandable to the listener. Okay. A language will have so many dialects, but that must be intelligible, understandable to the listener. Otherwise, it will be a problem for the listener and the speaker. Right. Then the words used must be simple and direct and in a right place. Then only we can speak better English. Select the word according to the standard of the audience. Apply it in right place so that they will understand. Okay. Then when we read a paragraph or a sentence, we read phrase by phrase so that we will be able to understand the meaning of the sentence easily. The same way when we speak, give a little pause to phrases. Overspeed will make confusion. Overspeed will make confusion. Fluency is an essential part of the language usage, but overspeed is confusion, makes confusion. Overspeed makes confusion. So let us speak moderately. If you speak moderately, it will be easy for the listener to grasp the idea that you are speaking to. So, English is an easy language. If you know the things that I have discussed up to this class, you will be able to ask questions. You will be able to give answers in active voice sentences. Then adverbs, as I told you, and adjectives, as I told you, are not only of single word but of clauses, subordinate clauses. Subordinate clauses comes as adverbs. Adjective clauses come as adjectives. So other clauses come as adverbs in the place of adverbs. As adverbs means in the place of adverbs. The effect of adverbs, single word adverbs. Okay, that we will deal in the next class when we deal with reported speech. Okay, now this is enough, and you follow my class, write notes and compare them, the position of words that I have used and the points that I have discussed. Listen, observe the sentences and follow me so that you will be able to speak and write English language without any problem. Okay.